and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the 93rd Commencement in Menlo College. We welcome students, family, guests, faculty, management, and the Board of Trustees. To start today's celebration, we have the members of the Prince Charles Jr. Pipe Band. We now have the color guard provided by the cadets from the United States Army ROTC program at Santa Clara University. Carrying the alumni banner, Ashley Hunt and Joshua Salazar, along with the graduates from the class of 2020. the psychology banner is salutatorian of the class of 2021, Anna Scherbel, along with the graduates for psychology. Carrying the business banner, valedictorian of the class of 2021, Cosette Fitzgerald, and the graduates for business. Of Menlo College, Student Body President Ian Martins. Ladies and gentlemen, and now I hand you over to your Grand Marshal for today, Charles Chop Keenan.
Are they going to sit down? Go ahead, sit down. Good morning. Good morning. One more time. Good morning. Good morning. What a day. Welcome. I delivered my last year's commencement ceremony to a video camera. Never again, right? Never again. Looking out at all of you today is a reminder of all that I missed last year. As many of you now say, it's totally dope to be here today, celebrating with all of you in person. Today, my role is the Grand Marshal of the 93rd Commencement of Menlo College. As Grand Marshal, it's up to me to officially open today's ceremony. So let's get ready to celebrate. You've earned it. Today is also an opportunity to express our hope for the future. A time when the coronavirus will have faded into the history books, and all of you have taken part in making this a better world for all of us and for generations to follow. Everything I know about your talents gives me confidence that you won't disappoint us. And it's a damn good thing. We need you. All that lies ahead, first we have to declare you a college graduate. You're just about there. To get us closer, I now declare the 93rd Commencement of Menlo College officially convened. By tradition, the performance, I'm a little ahead of myself here. You were supposed to number these for me. Don't blow it, Chop. By tradition, the performance of the national anthem takes place at this point in the ceremony. Singing the national anthem this year is one of our members of the class of 2020, Solon Piercy. A honor student, a two-time national wrestling champion, a four-time All-American athlete, and the recipient of last year's Richard F. O'Brien Award for all-around excellence. I also want to recognize the people who made today's possible. First, my fellow trustees, all of the college. All of them share my commitment to Menlo's success. I am proud to serve with them on behalf of the college. I also want to single out our president, Stephen Weiner, and his administration, Keith and Grant and Angela and LT. What a year they've woven you through. I think right now, a big aloha to them. I would also like to recognize and thank our not-so-secret sauce, this amazing faculty of the college who bear the responsibility of educating you. What a remarkable faculty. The coaches, the advisors, and the other staff whose support is so vital. And finally, I want to recognize all the alumni from across the globe. They too know that you're an oak, always an oak. So Solon, who was last year's class solitarian, I am also not surprised that she sings too, and doing so remarkably well. After her performance, you will hear from our Presidente, Stephen Weiner. Welcome to the 93rd Menlo College Commencement.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good morning. Fear not, folks, my pages are numbered. Sorry about that, John. As I was thinking about what message to convey today, the events of the past 15 months immediately came to mind. They seem to overshadow everything. And yet, we have had such momentum, even during this awful period. And the credit goes to the students sitting in front of me, from the class of 2020, the class of 2021. So I decided to remind today's graduates and last year's graduates of some of the things you accomplished, we accomplished together to move this college forward, to garner the recognition that we so richly deserve. Many of them are firsts in Menlo's 94-year history. Among them, one that just took place earlier last month. A journal reported the research that had been done looking at the world's largest corporations, looked at the executives in those largest corporations, and then looked at their resumes to see where they had gone to school. For context, there are over 25,000 colleges and universities in the world, most of which are, of course, significantly larger than Menlo College. Of those 25,000 plus colleges and universities, Menlo College alumni were represented in the top executive ranks, 44th in the world. That was a first. Another first came on the national stage. Earlier this year, Money Magazine reported the undergraduate business programs that they analyzed and viewed as the best in this country. So again, context, 5,000 plus colleges and universities in the United States, again, most of which, it's kind of redundant, are bigger than Menlo College. Menlo College ranked number 11. And then bringing it home, last year's seniors, 25% of them graduated with honors, which was an all-time high. This year, sorry about this class of 2020 who are out there, 38% this year. Those records represent such sustained academic achievement. Congratulations. A couple years ago, 2019, for the first time, our internship program was heralded as the most innovative in the whole state of California. Also in 2019, which was the last year in which we had a complete athletic season, we had one of our athletic teams win the first national title for Menlo College. And that team decided one wasn't enough. They went and got a second national title. And for those who may not be up on the news, although I don't know how you would miss it, I'm talking about our women's wrestlers. Among outstanding student athletes, our women's wrestlers stand just a notch above. They're truly exceptional. And by the way, just 1 week ago today, 3 of our women's wrestlers secured berths on the U.S. national team. One of those 3 was our national anthem singer, Solon Piercy. And another statistic, and don't worry, I'll do the math for you. There are only 30 women on the U.S. national team. 3 of them are Oaks, 10% of the national team. Another first, this year, the largest gift, with donors providing $20 million to allow us to build a new 288, almost 40,000 square foot new residence hall that we commemorated just the other day on this campus and that will open a year from now. And I invite you now, come back for that ribbon cutting. It'll be a very special occasion. I could go on, all of those milestones, and yet so many others that I won't mention because we have a schedule to keep. They speak to our momentum. They also speak to our determination to ensure that our alumni and all of us whose resumes sport that M can look at that M and feel pride, much as I feel pride being part of a school that opens its doors to students from all across the globe, from all walks of life, and does everything possible to make their college journey a successful one. Last year, at this time, we achieved a more dubious distinction, the first virtual commencement. But we're making up for that this year with another first, our first doubleheader. As Class of 2020, welcome back. Class of 2021. In my list of firsts, I left out one I would have preferred to skip, which is that we had 100% virtual instruction these last 15 months, something that I look forward to leaving firmly behind us in the rearview mirror when we open up the doors to our classrooms just 3 months from now for the start of the fall semester. And a brief preview of things to come, we're looking forward to record-setting enrollment, fully occupied residence halls, and teams that will once again compete for a place on the national podium. I, for one, am ready. My excitement about the prospect for a return to campus this fall is admittedly tinged with more than a little sadness. All of you were deprived of the experience you deserve to have in the final year of your college journey. If I had had it in my power to have changed that, I would have. This pandemic stole something from all of us. But even if the last of your time as a college student wasn't what any of us would have wanted, your Menlo journey isn't over. Your continued engagement with Menlo as a proud alumnus will open the door for many opportunities to celebrate on this very quad for decades to come. Trustees are all sitting to my right, and about half of our trustees are alumni. Among them, they represent every one of the last 7 decades, including the ever-youthful and ever-appreciative David Ermer, class of 1958. And today's Grand Marshal Chuck Keenan, class of 1966. David is my role model, and he should be yours. If you want to follow David's lead, remember he first walked across this stage 63 years ago. So, make your plans. In the year 2084, come on back. Sobering to think about, but tell you what, if you prove to be as good a friend to this college as these two men have been for decades now, you too will have the pride to know you played a role in making the success of this school possible, of making the Menlo journey of future generations an even better one. I'd be willing to place a bet that says that their pride in their M that appears on their resumes has grown by leaps and bounds since they first walked across the stage to receive their own diplomas, and each of them own a part of the credit, as do all of you. I look forward to seeing the ways in which all of today's graduates will stay part of the Menlo College fabric for years to come. Whether you choose to return to this stage in 2024, 2054, or 2084, you will be welcomed back with open arms. Not mine, not in 2084, surely, but appreciative arms nonetheless. When I opened my comments this morning, I cited a few of the incredible accomplishments we've celebrated in recent years here at Menlo College. None of those would have been possible without the support and engagement of everyone who is part of the Menlo College family: trustees, faculty, staff, alumni, parents, siblings, and of course, our students. No one group gets more credit than our senior class. All of you should take enormous pride in your contribution to making Menlo better and even more special. The rest of us owe you our thanks. Today, we also celebrate the accomplishments that are all too often overlooked. Those who make it to this day against all odds. Our society puts up lots of roadblocks to lots of people of color, to people whose sexual orientation isn't the norm, to people with disabilities, to people known as dreamers, and more. On this day, though, we celebrate everyone. It's an awesome responsibility to stand before you today to speak on behalf of the faculty and staff who have worked so hard to make this day possible. People choose to work for a college because they believe in the value of a higher education and believe that the future will be brighter for all of us when you leave this campus to pursue your dreams. I expect that if any one of our faculty and staff were to seize this microphone from me, you would hear their pride too, in seeing the payoff to their investment in your future, the degree you'll be handed later today. I join them in wishing you every success in life. As well, our gratitude for your decision to include Menlo College in your journey. Thank you. Now I hand the mic and the numbered pages to the chair of the Menlo College Board of Trustees, Micah Kane, class of 1991. Micah has been a trustee of this college since 2010, and I continue to be humbled by his commitment to his alma mater. Micah will introduce this year's valedictorian, Cosette Fitzgerald. Cosette will be followed on stage by this year's Student Government President, Ian Martins. Mr. Kane.
Thank you, Mr. President. Aloha, everyone. I am very pleased to add my welcome and my congratulations to today's graduates, their family members, and everyone else who made today possible. I have reason to be especially proud because my daughter is joining you today, and I'm very proud of her. But I'm equally excited and complimentary of everyone else here, both class of 2020 and class of 2021. So on behalf of the Board of Trustees, congratulations. I wear my status as a Menlo College alumnus with pride, as I trust of all today's graduates will as well. It's a club that spans the globe, and everyone is special being a part of that. I have the privilege of introducing our student speakers. First up this year will be our valedictorian, Cassette Fitzgerald. Welcome, Cassette. To have earned the recognition of being named this year's valedictorian is an incredible accomplishment. Also noteworthy is the fact that Cassette is not alone in distinguishing herself. We also celebrate this year's salutatorian, Anna Schobel. How about a hand for Anna? Her biography is included in today's program. This year's class includes yet 2 other students who have achieved a perfect 4.0 grade point average, Cassandra Carino and Amelie Elsasser. How about a hand for both of them? In any time, so many 4.0 graduates in a single year would be something to celebrate. The fact that these students achieved perfection in the midst of a pandemic makes their accomplishments all the more special. So congratulations to all of them. After Cassette speaks, she will be followed by this year's student government president, an amazing gentleman, Mr. Ian Martins. How about a hand for Ian? Ian hails from the great state of Hawaii. Ian, mahalo. All of these students are representatives of the talent that was exemplified by the class of 2021. Every one of today's graduates has their mark on Menlo College. I'm pleased to welcome Cassette Fitzgerald. The floor is yours, Cassette.
Oh boy. Hello, friends, family, and classmates. This year has been complicated, to put it mildly. Right now, it is a time of celebration as much as it is a time of solemn reflection. We have all worked so hard to get to this point, studying, managing jobs, taking care of loved ones, all while facing a terrifying and devastating pandemic. Despite all of these obstacles, we have made our way to graduation, and we should be proud of that. Not only have we been collectively enduring this pandemic anxiety and trauma, but we are also shouldering the inequities and injustices that have existed long before it. It's made me think about what I've been dealing with ever since I was a little kid. You see, I am autistic. And you probably don't see that in me because I was given many services early in my life to help me adapt to a non-autistic world. It's helped me gain a better sense of self-awareness, make long-lasting friendships, and get to where I am now. I have accomplished so much, and while I am forever grateful for all of that love and support, it came at a price. In this society, I was taught that I was seeing the world wrong. I was missing things like social cues and unspoken rules that people like to call common sense. It led me to believe that I had a blind spot in my brain. So how could I trust myself? How could I have confidence in anything that I thought or felt or perceived? And I say this while thinking about this country's vaccination campaign, knowing that there are some people out there who are refusing to vaccinate because they erroneously believe that vaccines give children autism. How can I fully love myself when I know that I am someone's worst fear? When people think it would have been better for my parents or for me if I never existed, for all this time, I have struggled to see my strengths and recognize my accomplishments. I still, sometimes, quietly believe that I am a little broken. I don't always see how my autism has made me a better person in many ways. I would like to say that I am hardworking, open-minded, passionate. I have had to work tirelessly to own my worth and to recognize that I am successful because I am autistic, not in spite of it. I am saying all of this because if there's anything that this past year has taught us, it's that we don't see what others are going through. Insecurities and traumas, economic anxieties, fears how outsiders might view us and may not recognize our humanity. We are all under a ton of pressure, and that is compounded by the pressure to find our futures. We are asked at such a young age, what do you want to be when you grow up? As if that is so simple. No one can know who they are or what they need so quickly, even as we are graduating. So be kind to yourself and give yourself the time you need to figure out what you want in life. And so much can change in such a short amount of time, especially right now. So be flexible and open-minded. Grab any opportunity that feels right for you in this moment. There is no rush to find the perfect job or the perfect life. If there's anything that all of us need, it's that we should take care of ourselves. We have all been dealing with so much stress and trauma during this pandemic, and we haven't been given enough time to process it. Do whatever you need to cultivate the love and support that you have always deserved. At the same time, use what energy and privilege that you have to help others, even in small ways. We have seen how Black, Brown, Indigenous, and Asian communities have been oppressed and silenced time and time again because people care more about the status quo and property over human lives. We see that our disabled peers aren't getting the care that they need and are treated as inconveniences for wanting to live. We see how our low-income and unhoused communities are struggling to get resources that should be basic human rights. We must do what we can to help them and to hold those in power accountable for their promises. But we can't do any of that without helping ourselves first. Don't forget to love each other. Don't forget to love yourselves. Your minds and bodies are wonderful just as they are. You are not broken. Thank you.
Aloha mai kako. Aloha. And mahalo to Chair Trustee Micah Connick for the wonderful introduction. Aloha, ladies and gentlemen. I said aloha. Aloha. Mahalo. My name is Ian Martins. I am originally from Paia, Maui, Hawaii, the son of the beautiful Alana Fernandez, Jody Martins, and brother of Victoria Martins. It is an honor to stand before you today as this year's elected student body president. I want to recognize all of you, our families, parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles, cousins, brothers, sisters, loved ones, and also to everyone who is tuning in from afar and from around the world. We know that wherever you are, you're cheering us on, and we love you. About 15 months ago, our world completely flipped upside down. Collectively, people around the world, our communities, and perhaps even our own loved ones, experienced a great deal of loss. In honor, I want to recognize this space for those individuals and families who have been impacted by the global pandemic. Thank you. Just a few shy months ago, we were uncertain as to whether or not an in-person commencement ceremony would be possible. We have defied those odds, and through diligence of our Menlo College community, we are here to celebrate you all, the graduates of 2020 and 2021. We've navigated our own journeys, coming from all different walks of life. Looking at our college, we have such a diverse community. That in and of itself is a point of navigation. We've come together in this small institution in large Silicon Valley, creating an environment of community and relationship building. I struggled to put together the right words for this momentous occasion, with the multitude of emotions and excitement, an address that encompasses all the many successes of each and every one of you. Know how meaningful you are. Speaking to student success, I want to thank the Menlo College faculty, the administration, board of trustees, and especially to the staff members. Many of whom go unrecognized as a part of student success. Those may include janitorial staff, facilities, to dining hall workers. They've all led us to this moment here today. In all instances, you've contributed to student success, bringing forth the foundation that which Menlo College stands upon. Looking to my personal experience in servant leadership, I began my journey as a member of the inaugural men's volleyball team here at Menlo College. Yeah. It's been a lifelong dream to be a collegiate athlete, and that I can say I've been a part of. Heading into sophomore year, I wanted to expand my horizon by running for student government as sophomore class president. As a sophomore, I continued my collegiate athletic journey. But now, as a full-time student, member of the men's volleyball team, and a member of Menlo College's student government. Now let me be straightforward. This was indeed my quote-unquote wise fool year. I struggled with time management, with managing relationships, with overcoming other forms of personal adversity. This experience provided me the opportunity to reflect on how I wanted to spend the remainder of my time at Menlo. Transitioning to junior year, I applied to get reelected as a member of student government, but now as the residential student representative. And in addition, came one of the biggest decisions of my life, deciding to step down from collegiate volleyball, a dream that I never wanted to give up on. But I knew that with the support of our amazing Menlo College community, the program would still be a success, and we will win a national championship. I was set out on improving my shortcomings of sophomore year. Looking back, I'm glad with the decision that I've made. And I recognize what held me back: not having a definite aim, a purpose. And so I started with why. I think of the culmination of these past 4 years together. One thing that continues to come to mind is each other. I wanted to serve in a greater capacity and be there for my sister, Victoria, while pursuing her accomplishments back home in Hawaii. Surprising her at the Hawaii State Volleyball Tournament and seeing her reaction was one of the best moments of my life. And finally, as an incoming senior, while still struggling to find an internship with dealing with the effects of the global pandemic, I immediately knew the challenges I would face entering this year, let alone as a student leader. The position of student body president stood out to me, and I asked myself, what does Menlo need at this time? The answer, in short, a leader who's compassionate, an active listener, and well-connected on campus. But even more to this, someone who could truly bring people together. To my SGA team, you all make me so proud. From the ways that you've encouraged others, found ways to make a difference for people around you, and despite COVID, this year would have been the #dream team. Although this year is not what we envisioned, we made the most out of it. We never gave up on our dreams, on each other. Thank you for allowing me to serve you in this capacity. It is the greatest honor I think anyone could have received. I hope that as my time as a student leader and as your elected student body president, I've been able to reach you and support you in your college ambitions, and look where you are today. Now, to my ohana, my family. Thank you for everything you've done for me, and thank you for always believing in me. Mom and Dad, I am extremely grateful for both of you, and beyond thrilled that you are here in person today. Thank you for allowing me to experience this day, the happiest day of my life. Thank you for instilling in me the values of respect, perseverance, and honesty, to live on from this moment forward an honest life, one that's purposeful and meaningful. As your son, you've blessed me with 2 middle names. One, Joseph, for protection, guidance, and peace wherever I may go. And, of course, the Hawaiian name, Makana Okalani. In translation, ladies and gentlemen, the gift of the heavens. In reflection, I recognize you both as my gift from the heavens. And I love you both very much. Victoria, my little sister, I know you're tuning in. As your big brother, I couldn't be more proud of your accomplishments, and within days from today, you will be walking across your own high school graduation. The years of hard work, dedication, kulia ikanu'u, to strive for the summit. will transition into a grown young woman ready to take on the world. I have with full confidence in you that you will accomplish many things, and I am blessed to call you my sibling for life. I love you. Now, to my fellow classmates, friends, graduates, and returning graduates, I leave you with this. I challenge you to make big decisions, to take risks, and discover whatever it is you're passionate about, and translate it into a platform to serve others. Our time together will not be remembered by Summa, Magna, or whatever it is cry out loudy. It will be remembered by our relationships, the ways in which we cared for, supported, and encouraged one another, because relationships leave a lasting impact. In this moment, Menlo has prepared us by igniting our potential. It is our kuleana, our responsibility, to go about the world as a leader and actualize those possibilities. We may never understand why Menlo decides to water the sidewalks. But not to worry, because this is how we continue to leave a legacy. It's a Menlo thing. In all seriousness, we've grown. We've blazed our trail. We've developed as model citizens and represent possibilities for future generations to come. We've risen together. Leave a legacy. Blaze your trail. And rise together. It is now time, the moment we've all been waiting for. We've worked so hard for this moment to receive our degrees. Class, graduates, are you ready? I said, are you ready? Congratulations to the Menlo College class of 2020 and 2021. Mahalo.
Can you all join me in one more round of applause for both Cosette and for Ian so that they can hear in El Camino and around the world online? And here's what I also asked. Let's give one more cheer for all of you for yourselves, both the class of 2020 and 2021. I just got to say, after not seeing students all year, it is terrific to see so many of you here today. Good morning. My name is Gran Lup. I am the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs here at Menlo College. And before I introduce today's speaker, I would like to add my thanks to the faculty of Menlo College for all they do. Their collective contributions and their commitment to our students truly make this an exceptional place at an exceptional time. So let's hear it for our faculty at Menlo College. In particular, I would actually like to recognize 5 faculty members who are the recipients of this year's faculty awards. Professors Manish Tiwari and Melissa Paulson shared the honor of this year's Emmerich's Teaching Award. Professor Fabian Eggers received this year's Dean's Scholarship Award. Professor Sean Pradhan received this year's Faculty Service Award. And Professor Benny Boveda received this year's Adjunct Award. Congratulations to all of them. It is now my privilege to introduce the 2021 commencement speaker, Dr. Maya Sotoro Ng. And she is the ideal speaker for today. This is about innovation. She is a future-oriented peace innovator. Her experience and leadership align fully with Menlo's expectations that its graduates will make meaningful contributions to the world. Like two of the speakers before me, and many of the Menlo graduates, Maya is a native of the great state of Hawaii. We had a lot of Hawaiian flavor this year, didn't we? She is the co-founder of 3 groundbreaking initiatives. Seeds of Peace, which provides peace-building workshops for educators, families, and community leaders. And we know, given what we're witnessing in the Middle East today, that it's crucial. The Institute for Climate and Peace, which builds a peaceful and climate-conscious future for all. And the Peace Studio, which trains content creators like musicians and artists in peace building. Maya is actually named for the poet, Maya Angelou. She also serves as an advisor to the Obama Foundation to develop programs in the Asia-Pacific region. With a master's degree from New York University's College of Education, Maya went on to obtain a PhD in multicultural education from the University of Hawaii. She is the faculty specialist for the Matsunaga Institute for Peace and Conflict Resolution at the University of Hawaii at Manoa. Dr. Satoru Ing is also the author of the children's book, Ladder to the Moon, a story inspired by the late Ann Dunham, who was her mother and the mother of her brother, former President Barack Obama. It has been my privilege to have worked with Maya for many years on numerous initiatives, and even more so, honestly, to know her as a compassionate individual and a trusted friend. I'm now honored, are you guys ready? to welcome to the stage, on screen, the 93rd commencement ceremony speaker, Dr. Maya Satoru Ing.
Thank you so much for that lovely introduction, Provost Lum. Aloha, dear Menlo students. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Congratulations to the class of 2020. I am so honored, delighted, and happy to be sharing words with you today. My congratulations also extend to those who have supported you in this academic journey, including family, friends, faculty, staff, admin. I know that many of your families haven't been able to join you today because of closed borders, and I wish that all of us could be near one another today, gathered in Oak community excitement and pride, but I hope you feel deep delight today all the same, and our arms around you. We must applaud the tremendous amount of sacrifice and resilience that it took you and your loved ones to get here. The past year has been one of sorrow and stress and fear for many, but there have also been moments of bright connection and broad progress and rising justice, and you folks have contributed to those moments. Your time at Menlo has prepared you to do good work in our communities, and I know that you will help the world to reimagine a stronger, healthier, and more innovative future after the storms of today. I was privileged to speak to you Menlo students, faculty, admin, and staff in recent weeks, and it is clear that Menlo is a tightly knit community, that you feel recognized, that you love and make space for one another. You saw each other physically in Flomo and Bronner during your time at Menlo, and then over this last year virtually on Zoom. But most importantly, you truly see, understand, and champion one another at the core. You spoke to me about the deep connection between students as you prepare food together and lean on each other and develop a sense of growing family. You spoke about the staff and faculty staying late to help students with social and emotional matters as well as academic issues. You shared with me your Pacifica Luau and powerful cultural performances that connect us across vast waters. You spoke about the deep sense of community experienced as a whole campus, especially remarkable given that up to a quarter of your student body is international at any given time. That means that you are building a sense of global citizenship and connection and a powerful sense of responsibility for one another. And those things will not only serve you well and help you to make a great difference in the world, but also will be instructive to so many of us who desperately need to see that modeled. This has been a time of sorrow for those who have been separated and unable to celebrate accomplishments. But you did not let the pandemic eat away at your natural enthusiasm. And I am so happy to see the class of 2020, who was not able to walk last year, alongside the class of 2021 today. This has obviously been a challenging year for student athletes. This pandemic was like a season-ending injury for some student athletes, a year when Menlo was poised to have its best year ever. You couldn't defend your wrestling title. And whether league, national, or Olympic hopefuls, you weren't able to demonstrate the full range of your skills and talents, but none of you gave up. You displayed incredible courage and passionate pursuit of athletic discipline and dignity. As you prepare to take your next steps, you will hopefully do so with deep pride and peace in your hearts. And I'd like to ask you today to reflect on multifaceted definitions of peace. I'd especially like you to think about and commit to 3 dimensions of peace: peace within, between, and in service to others. In terms of peace within, it is really important to acknowledge pain and disappointment. Many of you have been impacted by the pandemic in terms of health, mental health, economics, livelihood. It's time for you to center your thoughts, reflect on all that you've been through together, and then engage in mindfulness, self-care, and self-empathy, and to not simply grieve, but also to mourn in ritual together. This is an opportunity for you to wash your eyes, refresh your gaze, see yourself in this moment in new ways, and claim opportunities to move beyond frustration and disappointment toward excitement and urgency. Draw on the strength of your identities, communities, and culture. Your stories can shape your leadership and sense of purpose, and you can find new gifts. And even though it's natural that you would be a little knocked off balance, remember that you have everything you need to stay steady, especially when you trust your feelings and intuition. When you consider the journey of loss and isolation that you've experienced, that self-empathy is vital. That means that you should extend compassion, kindness, confidence, forgiveness to yourself. You should talk to yourself as you would talk to a best friend, a child, an elder. Self-empathy is about being true to ourselves, setting healthy boundaries, prioritizing ourselves, offering encouragement and patience, letting go of the things we can't change, embracing our uniqueness, celebrating our accomplishments, and thinking positively with silver lining thinking. So please commit to one thing that you can do to grow your personal peace. In terms of interpersonal peace, you are in such a good place to lead. I'm so moved by the strength of diversity you possess, by the courage you show in connecting with others. You are standing at a mountaintop looking down into more than one valley. And there is so much work to be done when it comes to building interpersonal peace between communities and people. There is a great deal of conflict, which isn't bad. Conflict helps us to understand when things are not right, when we need to place our attention and transform situations and systems. So figure out what the conflicts of today are trying to teach you and where they are guiding you. And remember to be upstanders. And that means leaning into your discomfort. It means that as you wash your eyes, rewrite the stories from the perspective of others and see the truths of today and yesterday from multiple vantage points, and consider the universal needs that guide the actions and words of others so you can respond with nonviolent communication and not be siloed, dichotomized, or selfish in your thinking. Make sure you know more than a single story about the other, and make sure that you walk forward with an understanding of our infinite interbeing so that you can extend that family feeling of Menlo in ever-widening circles to the world entire. So please do commit right now to building that interpersonal peace in a new way today. The Menlo mission statement speaks of igniting potential. So when you're thinking about peace and service to others, peace and community, you can draw on all that was sparked at Menlo in contributing to beloved community, whatever your field and profession. You can contribute to human rights and social justice creatively with entrepreneurial spirit, with a sense of responsibility, remembering that this isn't just an academic journey that you are on. You are sojourners who can explore the world with careful thinking, deep listening, with artistry, with affinity. Be intersectional and see beyond the narrow parameters of profession, community, culture, geography as you share the breath of life with others. And you can work toward myriad ways of well-being, economic, environmental, spiritual, physical. In all ways, demonstrate navigational leadership. None of us can see where we're going or where we'll be in a year, but we have to set out bravely anyway and listen carefully to the winds, the water, the earth, so that we can be guided by them. And although the storms will make things difficult, I'm sure together we can navigate safely. As Walida Marisha writes, a storm can be used to clear out branches that are dying, to let go of that which was keeping us from growing in new directions. So as you move forward, remember that tranquility is not and never was freedom from the storm, but rather peace within it. I am drenched with gratitude for you. I hope that you will consider me your Auntie Maya. I feel like you are part of my ohana now, and you collectively help me and all of us focus on what we have, not simply what we've lost. Know that we believe in you wholeheartedly. Your ability to maneuver this unprecedented time and reach this milestone is remarkable. You've lived and learned so far with grace and imagination, and I don't doubt that you will bring even more of that to the tasks ahead. I am really excited to see all that you will do. Mahalo for all that you are. You are compassionate, you are powerful, you are adaptable, you are Oaks. Aloha.
It is traditional at this point in the ceremony to present the candidates for Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Arts degrees, and for each of them to walk across this stage to receive their diplomas. As it has been in just about every other way, though, this year will be different. You will hear the names of the members of the class of 2020 and the class of 2021 who are here with us today, and each of them will then walk across the stage to receive their degree. We will next be joined, as we were with our speaker, virtually by those members of the class of 2021 whose circumstances prevented their travel back to campus today. Each of them will appear on the screens on either side of me. Richard Newton will read the names of the class of 2020 and 2021. Richard.
Will the class of 2020 step forward, please? Ashley Taylor Hunt. Joshua Ramos Salazar. Anthony Philip Rawal Ramos. Crystal Sabedo. Malia Angelique Zatore. Ayende Banjoko. Tracy Laea. Yasmin Gomez. Marilyn Garcia. Soalyn Piercy. Nicholas Melchior Castellanos. Kana Samsun. Kylie Wetzel. Jessica Hernandez. Ravian Jones. Kalia Burton. Noah Kerr. John Sebastian Cano. Ariadna Ramirez Fernandez de Lara. Angel Antonio Gomez Figueroa. Jocelyn Kai. Brenda Flores Reyes. Diana Ramos. Natalie Paola Vega. Aaron Flores. Jacob Ramirez. Hannah Lee Sarmiento. Aulihi Young. Moya Kakao Oha. Kakao Oha. Kahili Hiva. Kano. Kane. Kaylee Sierra Busha. Christina España. Cameron Bellucci. Alexis Kahinu Hinu Milani Delovio.
Let's go, Lexi! Let's go!
Jessica Rogers.
Yeah, that's my roommate!
Thank you. Anya Gomez. Chad Slightum.
Mia, Nadia.
Thank you. Mia Nadia Lomas. Eric Smith. Amanor Singh. Matthew Hamamji. Bruce Kagin Valdez. Hello. Manpreet Singh Santos. Apollo Santos. Eric Benedetti. Harrison Groves. Jason Cisneros. Jeremiah Testa. Petter Ropek.
Something like that, yes, sir.
No Ball Bhuta. Daniel Piazza. Devin Everick. Tansawat Moeng Chai Song. Okay, thank you. Suchal Joigi. Now I ask the graduates of the psychology program to come forward to receive your degrees for 2021. Thomas Field. Brandon Young. Dennis Chacon. Yachien Wong. Rosalina Castro. Logan Pine. Bailey Norman. McKenna Twisselman. Luke Balzarini. Josh Valadares. Oh, sorry. Sorry, go on. I was ahead of the game now. Shh. Anna Scherbel. Eric Reyes. Brenna Francisco and her service dog Luna. Samantha Falanik. Megan Sakera. Jaden Scott. Cassandra Carreño. Zoe Bell. Clayton Chernich. Kimberly Ortega Ramirez. Thank you. Amanda Kennedy. So that completes the psychology degrees. I now ask the management graduates to stand and come forward to receive your degrees. That blows away. Thank you. You ready? Joshua Blaze. Lewis Coates.
Yep, you got it. We'll see.
Axel Lowenfors.
That's pretty good. I'm Terry.
Santeri Iamotila. Matthew Cunningham. Brenda Medina Castro. Isabella Alexa Aguilar. Katrina Newman. Dong Daniel Huin. Neil Aurora. Courtney Cooper. Tiana Jackson. Yolanda Cervantes. Cassie Akoba Lee. Mark McCaspack. Akash Dota. Colin Jordan. Ryan Hansel.
Yeah, right.
Pedro Almeida. Luciana Herrera. Very straightforward. Thank you. Kristen Whitney. Abby Briggs. Aaron Ventura. Luke Gleedle. Cassidy Shively. Jesus Alberto Ortega. Scotty Whippen. Morgan Louise Zimmerman. Just checking. Brittany Finnegan Saldivar.
Kelly Liang Nicholas.
Nicholas, okay. Kelly Liang.
You can just call me Nicholas. Cool.
Kelly Liang Nickers. Are you an Aaron?
Yeah.
Chow. Aaron Chow. Oh, here they come. Aaron. I'm going to. Taran Shizue. Taran Shizui. Kumeo Io Makai Mai. Sorry. Makamai who. Would you like me to say it again?
Sure.
Taran. Shizue. Kamea. Io. Makamai who. Eugene Miguel Lim. Okay. Matthew Davis de los Santos Abenaha. Yeah. Thank you. Paolo Nogoy. Good. Lauren Schaefer. Ali Salzwadell. Okay. Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. I'll announce you first. Megan Gamona. Kayla Rabosi. Thank you. Michelle Gonzalez. Alex Pommier. Okay, Alex. Alex Pommier. Okay. Ramirez? Yes. Diego Espinosa Ramirez. Antoine Parker. Sam Baker.
Let's go, Sam!
I'm just checking. Jordan Broughton Bell. Juma Win. Show this. Ian Shortis. Tommy Ray Wright, the third. Rivera.
Good job, Tommy.
Ryan Rivera. Neil Sterling. Dylan Cole. Got it. One of the easy ones. Sean Miller. Ignatius Lovelace. Kyle Krebs. Whoa, Jeremy. Jeremy Morales. I could call you anything. Yeah. Joshua Ramirez. Wow. Simple. Really simple. Shane Jones. Do you want the German or not? You just will. Wilhelm Cordis the Fourth. Woo. Isaiah Francisco Shigematsu. Okay. Isaiah Francisco Shigematsu. Zen. Thank you. Thank you. ZN Covington Hunt. Thank you. Are you an Anthony? You're not an Anthony. You're an Anthony. Orozco. Anthony Robert Orozco. Michael Ellens. This is easy. Yes. Thank you. Gloria Wu. Italian and Middle Eastern. Okay, yes. Widad Fadlo. Good. Yeah. Thank you. Breathe in and out. Alexandria Contreras. Lady Pishon? Yes. Lainey Pashon. Just checking.
I have an easier one.
It's good. Jennifer Wenceslas Maciel.
Bernardino, like San Bernardino, but without the San.
Okay. Cisneros Vera.
Yes.
Vera or Vera?
Vera.
Bernardino Cisneros Vera. Kaisa Anderson. Okay, thank you. Kaisa Anderson. Hi. Is this Linnell or Lionel?
Linnell, Danica Linnell. Yes.
Thank you.
you.
Danica Linnell Griggs. Okay. Devin Namelka.
Senior class president.
Katie Ann Walker. Thank you. Montana Rutledge. Strike. Jason Strite. Amelie Elsesser. Priscilla Nee. Thank you. Priscilla Nevis. Sabrina Nava. Vanessa Zamora. Carrie Lee. Yuen She. Brian C. Garrison. Caitlin Celeste Magana. Mercedes Ford Beckham. Malia Nicole Johnson. Taylor Elizabeth Rayleigh. Kanani Alize Viscara. Larissa Martinez. Madeline Colleen Morris. Angela Maheulani Echineki Peralta. Or Echiniki. Taran Ichimura. Shelley Avellino. Sarah. Elizabeth, backtrack. Sarah Elizabeth Aguilar. Jacqueline Noel Jaja. Ian Joseph Makana Okalani Martins. Cosette Fitzgerald. Joseph O'Driscoll. Trey Taniguchi. Armando Conover. Rory McQuillan. This is it, sir. Congratulations.
Great job.
Okay, graduates. It's a two-step exercise before you officially become a recipient of a Menlo College degree, despite what's in your hands. First, you have to change your tassels from the right to the left. Okay, hold on. The conductor over here has reminded me that not all of our 2021 graduates were able to be here today, but they are here virtually, much like our speaker was. And they follow, but keep your tassels to the right.
Talal Alakil. Laura Alberti. Shuhan An. Marielle Ancheta. Cozy Anderson. Hin Mei Ong. Ya Shen Chun. Zhu Yin Chun. Travis Danielson. Leanna Darden. William Ebo Heeman. Cole Fortes. Victor Garcia. Jiaching Ge. Jennifer Garola. Jiang Hu. Anahi Hernandez Vasquez. Kai Yuan Hu. Xuan Nan Huang. Alexander Jin. Chun Yu Cao. Micah Keali Iki Sales. Clayton Cattell. Te Shu Kong. Noah Kurosawa. Tram Lee. Audrey Lee. Jung Hao Lee. Jingyi Lee. Kwang Jung Lee. Nicholas Lombana. Rob Michael Manansala. Christopher Overcamping. Michael Orozco. Zachary Pauser. Nico Palarito. Rachel Palati. Alyssa Rhodes. Natalia Saura Berakal. Anna Sizembayeva. Kantaro Sakaya. Gia Chow Sean. Arsalan Siddiqui. Hannah Solomon. Yuchi Song. Brandon Sosnick. Jinan Swan. Blazon Terrakina. Rainian Wong. Michael Weber. Tao Wu. Mei Ying Xian. Iran Sheen. Yongzhe She. Zishuan Yang. Joshua Yi. Zieshun Yi. Ningnianzu Zhang. Andres Zimmerman.
I'm just looking to make sure I'm not missing anything else. I'm good? All right. Okay, so tassel's still on the right? No, left. All right. The second, and then we're really, really, really close. I have to give you a benediction. With the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the State of California, I now confer baccalaureate degrees on the members of the class of 2021 and grant all the rights and privileges that attend thereto. To everyone out there, I am proud to present the members of the graduating classes of 2020 and 2021. Congratulations.